Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Ryan Abair and this is simply where I share my insights. And today I am talking about a 6-step recovery for anger management. If you have struggled with your own anger management, I have not a quick fix, but some information that will help you get started on the road to recovery from a quick temper. So stick around. Before I start, I don't want to leave you with the impression that if you watch this video or read a book or do one thing, you will have managed your anger and recovered from essentially what is an addiction. Like all of these very difficult life issues, recovering from this explosive temper that many of us have is a process, much like going to the gym, getting your health under management, getting your finances under management. It is a process, a training ground, an ultimate purpose. This is the first thing we all must understand. But it begins with watching videos exactly like this, when you realize that your temper, your aggression, your dominance, your clinginess to control could be why you're not successful, why you're struggling, why you seem to have so many problems. So you have already conquered what many people have not conquered, and that is admission. So that's the first step in your road to recovery. Now, when I say anger management, I am not talking about being the boss. This is just learning to live with the potential of becoming the serpent. You live with the potential of becoming the dominant one, the aggressive one. Carl Jung would maybe have called it the shadow. We must learn that we have the potential to kill, murder, maim, destroy, do all of these things. You do not conquer anything. You simply learn that it's there. You have the potential to do it. And people are reminding you that you have the potential to harp, to jump, to become aggressive. However, in admitting that this has become an issue with you, you're already ahead of it. You're already transcending it. And if you make it a practice, you will get so far ahead of this quick temperedness that you will be able to keep it settled quietly in the background. And occasionally it might rear its head, but you can learn to get so far on the front end of it that you almost forget that that is essentially who you are. We all have the potential to be aggressive, dominant, angry, and controlling. So admission is the first step. I've got notes here on my screen because I wanted to sort of read off of a few notes today, so that's what I'm doing. So admitting that your temper is quick, your dominance is ridiculous, and your need to have it your way is what's actually standing in the way. Pushing, fleeing, begging, and overreaction. Those are the sensations that keep you from advancing in life. So you must admit, I can't get anywhere. And you're beginning to suspect that you're the cause of it. Your anger is keeping you bound up. Okay, it's just like alcoholism or being all of a sudden realizing you're completely out of shape and you want to go to the gym. The first step is realizing, oh, I've got to do something about my health. Admission. Number 2, omission. Omission is releasing the past, forgiving yourself for being so stubborn and pig-headed, letting go of the way you used to be, and embracing a new way. This is going to be a long road to recovery, but you're going to do it in small segments, and you're going to make it fun, and you're going to make it easy. So letting go of the past, your past aggression, which is a transgression, is the beginning of healing. Forgive yourself. Forgive others who have lashed out. You forgive yourself for lashing out as well. Number 3 is permission. This is a big one. I used to go around ordering myself to do things, forcing myself to do things, demanding what I wanted. I thought of life as a drive-through window. I'll have a swimming pool, a beautiful, sexy husband, $1 trillion, a beautiful sculpted body, and a perfect life. We want fries with that? Sure, why not? That is not how we get what we want. You realize that what you want is simply a feeling teaching you to be in the spirit of allowance. It's that simple. Allowance is asking. You never demand from yourself. You never push yourself. You never run away from yourself. You simply ask, may I? Here's some examples. May I be released from this anger? You're asking yourself this. You say it out loud. May I please be released from this suffering? Whatever it is that you want, I want you to have the decency and respect to ask, and then to expect nothing in return. It may or may not work, but chances are, if you ask nicely, what you want will come to you. This happened to me just recently. I have a part-time job, and I couldn't find a way to quit it. And although deep down inside I really wanted to quit it because it was my only source of income. And so I felt like I had to keep it. So there was a little struggle there. And I simply asked myself, may I please be released from this obligation to be the income earner? I didn't want to do that simply for income. And I asked myself, and one day I got the insight just a few months ago to write the letter of resignation. And it was, thrilling. I finally broke through. I was given permission to quit because I asked. I didn't go around demanding, why can't I quit this fucking job? And blah, 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 blah. That's how I used to be. I wanted everything now. I didn't stand before the throne of myself and ask, may I please be relinquished from these duties? And then the insight came, yes, you may. So it says to ask and you shall receive. It does not say to demand and you shall receive. And it doesn't say to expect it now or expect it at all. Just ask. Permission. Number 4 is submission. Cesar Millan is the dog whisperer, and you are the human whisperer. And he tells people to train their dogs to be calm and submissive. And number 4 is in this submissive state, you will train yourself to be calm and submissive at all times. You learn how to be calm and submissive, and the world will give you lots of treats. Learn to be calm and submissive, and the world will give you lots of cuddles and attention. Learn to be calm and submissive, and the world will give you lots of privileges and opportunities. How do we do this? In the same way that we would train a dog. We get in touch with the higher version of ourselves, our truest, more natural self that seems more paternal than it does anything else. And we bring ourselves to simple environments. When you train an aggressive dog, a dog that's quick to bite or to chase squirrels and cats and that sort of thing, you bring them to an environment where there's not a lot of distractions. So bring yourself to an environment where there are not a lot of distractions and learn how to become calm and submissive. The first thing is to learn how to be in a room by yourself without your phone, without distractions, and I want you to sit with yourself and see how your body, it feels. I gotta get out of here. This sucks. Oh, this is a waste of time. I gotta go wash the dishes. I gotta do this. You must learn to calm and submit in a simple environment, in a room where there's no threats. This dog over here, who I picked up a few months ago, or she picked me up, found her in a parking lot. She had never walked on a leash before in her life, pulling all over the place, going after every squirrel. I could not walk her in a complex environment. I had to walk her in the comfort of my own home, walk her around the kitchen, get some treats, try to get her focused on the simplest task. So see if you can bring yourself to a simple, non-distractive location and practice. And then the dog training experts tell you, make the training session short and fun. I'm not going to tell you what to do to make yourself calm and submissive. If you don't like sitting in a room by yourself, go out and sit outside in the park. Do something. You will get an idea. If you're interested in managing your anger, you will get an idea of how you can get yourself out of noisy environments so that you are not provoked as easily. Learn how to back down from aggression and anger and dominance before entering the real world. Many of us do not take ourselves out of complex environments to learn how to become submissive and calm. It's simply a matter of simplifying your environment and practicing without your normal distractions. The phone is a good place to start. But I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be that whole step, the submissive step. You've got to make it fun for yourself. I don't know what's fun for you. A simple bike ride is fun for me. Swimming is fun for me. Sitting in a room with no distractions, a small room that's mine, and enjoying the silence, that helps me become calm and submissive. I don't move until I find myself completely calm. And I bring that with me into complex environments because I'm training myself. Okay? Number 5 is remission. You will begin to notice that the anger dissipates on its own. When you give yourself room, which is taking yourself out of complex environments, your room to recover and to think quietly, to back off and to relax in simple situations, you will then eventually learn how to continue your remission in all sorts of situations. In A Course of Miracles, it puts it this way: let healing be. Let everything be, especially things that seem to provoke you. So you get yourself out of traditional provocative situations. That's the whole thing. And remission will grow, and you will be able to get into more complex situations without losing your shit. That's the key. And number 6, commission. The Great Commission is to show others by demonstration that there is a better way to live and to get what you want other than dominance, anger, control, and aggression, which are forms of fear. Anger management is simply learning to let go. For those of you who struggle with addictions, you understand that the addiction has a grip on you. And you learn to live peacefully with it moment by moment. It's in its initial stage when you first give up drinking or an addiction. The initial stages are the hardest. When you begin a gym routine, when you begin a health recovery, when you begin a new project, it is the initial steps that are so incredibly crucial. It's building discipline. Start today. I've told you guys before, I started with stoplights. I didn't like, that was my first thing to try. Yellow lights, not slamming on the accelerator. The other thing I practiced was when I got into the car, before I started it, I took 3 deep breaths. Just learn to simmer down. And then those little pauses grew and grew and grew. But we live in a culture that wants a beautiful, sculpted, muscular, lean body in a pill form. And we all know you don't build a physique overnight. And this is building a life of ease, calm, submissiveness, non-aggression. This is transcendence. Transcendence is a recovery program. The ego is strong, but you are smarter. And I hope that this opens your eyes to a new possible way to live. And you can join me in that sixth step of commission, it's the Great Commission to show others by demonstration. When you're confronted, I will not be the aggressor. I do not need to dominate, control, cling, hoard, be right. Nothing. I will demonstrate peace. I will demonstrate comportment in all situations. And this leads to an effervescence and joy that permeates every moment of your life. And the grip of the aggressor, being dominant and controlling and clinging, and I have to have it now, that just loosens up in you like this. You become calm and submissive, and everything seems easy. You are now cooperating with the light. You are cooperating with the way the universe fundamentally is. Easy, loving, frivolous, fun, quirky, unpredictable, varied, and it loves surprise. If you clamp down on surprises, they tend to bite you. You might get a little boo every once in a while, but that's okay. You'll learn to drop it and manage your anger. And then the aggressor, the dominator, the alpha will be so far behind you. You will be the preeminence of your life. You will be on the leading edge. The joy, the love, the radiance that carves through the darkness, and that part of you that's form will simply enjoy what's being laid before you without any need to go after it. It will be hand-delivered. Easy. And you'll enjoy not knowing. I hope you enjoy recovering and learning how to manage anger without dominating it. You live with it. You live with it so peacefully that it's so far back you don't even remember how quick your temper used to be. Okay, friends, I hope this was helpful to you. Good luck on your road to recovery and managing your anger. It is a long process, but I am here, and I'm here to support you. If you want more videos about stuff like this, happy to help. Please comment and ask questions. I'm here. I'm here for you if you are interested in recovering from your own anger and temper. My name is Ryan Hebert. If you enjoyed my insights today, please check out my blog. It's called mymorningmotivator.com, and we'll see you next time.